Do we have any idea as to what rice and beans does to the human body? I was talking to someone just recently in Honduras about a year ago, a guy by the name of, wow, what is his name now? Pichon. Pichon came while I was sitting under this tree, and I had this plate of rice and beans. I was going to eat it. This woman brought it to me because everybody was buying food, and it was a big celebration. So I had my plate of rice and beans. I wasn't going to eat it, but I couldn't tell the lady, I don't eat that. Pichon came and saw me with the rice and beans in front of my face and said, hey, are you going to eat that hog food? That is hog food. Rice is dangerous. Rice has what? Cyanide. Yes. Go do some biochemical analysis and you see what rice has. Cyanide. Beans, it has an over amount of starch, enough to drive you crazy.
And how many Africans in Africa knows what their ancestors ate? They don't know. What does the African eat today? Rice. That's all they have. And rice is a poison. Not only is it starch, and it is because it contains, and it converts into carbonic acid, but it contains cyanide.
Well, how is it those little, I'm going to say something wrong here, the Chinese people, like Chinese, Japanese, them people, how they eat it every day?
But what about that? Because they eat it every day. Are they the healthiest people on the planet? You never seen a Chinese or a Japanese walk straight. His spine just cannot hold up straight. He always walks with a drop in his spine. He just can't do it. He eats nothing but starch.
Let's take a vegan that's a power lifter or someone that's an athlete. What's your take on products such as, diatomaceous earth, chlorella, probably like black rice, not the brown rice, white rice, but the black rice, and maybe like bee pollen and things like that. Certain stuff that that's
bee pollen.
Yeah, bee pollen.
Okay, bee pollen. Today and yesterday, I share a honey with some of the people in the audience. It's an alkaline honey that you do not find in America.
Okay.
Why? Because the bee that makes the pollen that you're talking about is a hybrid animal. It goes in a box that they prepare for him.
It's a farm, right.
If you take a pH of that honey, the pH is 4.8. If you take the pH of the honey that I gave the people last night here, and Mr. G was one, it's 9.8. Right. So the pollen from that bee is alkali.
Okay.
And they call that Morocco. The mole is a black bee.
Is it different than
the black rice?
Monaco?
The black rice, that is something made by Chinese.
Okay.
We don't want that.
Okay.
That's acid.
Okay.
Chlorella, that's artificial also.
Okay.
So all three that you mentioned are hybrids.
Okay.
No good.
Even the diatomaceous earth.
Which one?
Diatomaceous earth.
Diatomaceous earth?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's basically like it has silica, 70% silica. It comes from an ancient seabed where a particular species of it's a type of bug. Can someone help? Does anyone know about diatomaceous earth? Yeah, that's it. It's like fossilized shells that have sulfur, and it's not a hybrid. I just heard a lot about it, but I'm curious to see what you thought about it, if you heard about it. It's
When we finish here, we will respond to
research
that.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Where's the origin?
I'm sorry?
Where's the origin out of where?
It comes from the sea, the bottom of the seabed. It comes from an ancient, at the bottom, like I think 5,000 years ago, this particular fossilized, and now you can...
You see, when something is fossilized, it's what you call an oxide.
Yeah,
right.
You want a vegetable state.
Right.
That's why I wanted to say to talk to you after the speech, after the talk.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we don't want oxides.
Okay.
It's like some people take seashells
Right.
and grind them up for calcium,
Right.
but that's an oxide. It's dead.
Oh, I got you. Right.
You want calcium from the plant, from the ocean.
Alive.
Sea moss.
Alive, right.
Dr. Sebi, I was wondering, in regards to your list of foods that are detrimental and foods that you should eat, I've never been a bread eater. I started eating the rye bread and eating the wild rice. And I've been eating it almost every day because I've fallen in love with it. And I was just wondering, can you eat that in excess? Can I eat too much? Like some mornings
If
I
the
might-
rye bread is 100% rye, you can eat it for the rest of your life and it will not hurt you. That's the one protective measure that the naturalness has. If it's natural, the only thing that you're going to get is tired of it, but you're going to get healthier every day.
And the wild rice.
The wild rice is natural. That's the natural rice, the black one. That costs $10 a pound.
Right.
Okay, sure. That's the natural rice. God made that. God made... Oh, I'm glad you agree with me. That is true, sister. The wild rice has iron. It is beautifully balanced. It is strong. That's why it is black. Next one.
Do we have any idea as to what rice and beans does to the human body? I was talking to someone just recently in Honduras about a year ago. A guy by the name of, wow, what is his name now? Pichon. Pichon came while I was sitting under this tree, and I had this plate of rice and beans. I was going to eat it. This woman brought it to me because everybody was buying food, and it was a big celebration. So I had my plate of rice and beans. I wasn't going to eat it, but I couldn't tell the lady I don't eat that. Pichon came and saw me with the rice and beans in front of my face and said, "Hey, are you going to eat that hog food? That is hog food. Rice is dangerous. Rice has what? Cyanide." Yes. Go do some biochemical analysis and you see what rice has. Cyanide. Beans, it has an over amount of starch, enough to drive you crazy.